Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we have a Boy Howdy campaign for you. Our first map is going to be the Farmland on Conquest, followed up by the South Woodlot on Skirmish. Before we get into this, thank you to our YouTube members for the support. If you'd like the support, go beneath the video, hit the join button. By doing so, you can get a live stream of all the broadcasts we do with no ads. You can advertise your regiment in the bottom of our videos and get an additional broadcast per week. Our regiments for tonight: representing the CSA side, you have the 8th Virginia, the Caribbean Expeditionary Force, the Kentucky Outlaws, 14th Tennessee, 5th Alabama, 7th Louisiana, Stonewall Brigade, Pennsylvania Army in Northern Virginia. Twin Banners, or the Banners, is joining up with them as well. You also have 7th South Carolina, Zarvona Zouaves, and the 1st Louisiana Zouave Battalion. Union side, on the other hand, you have the 65th Illinois, 2nd Texas, 1st United States Sharpshooters, Midwest Brigade, Eagles Brigade, 1st Minnesota, 2nd United States Regulars, 1st Minnesota, 3rd United States Horse Artillery, 6th Arkansas, and the Irish Volunteer Brigade. The 1st Minnesota logo's off there. Apologies for that. Also wrote down 5th, I guess. But anyways, with that all being said, server pop right now is 269. USA right now up by 5. And if we look at the artillery imbalance on this map, CSA has 14, Union has 15. So our infantry imbalance right now is currently 3 in favor of the Union side. Frontline reporters for today. On our Union side tonight, you have Lahacker from the Irish Volunteer Brigade, and then on the CSA side, you have Cloud from the Army in Northern Virginia. Appreciate these guys so we can see what's going on the ground while also seeing what is going on in the sky. And if you're playing in this event, whether it be recording it and uploading it later or streaming it, send me a link to that, and I'll put that in the pinned comment of the video. So if you want more perspectives, check out there to see if there are any. But with that all being said, normally for our conquest mode tonight, we fight over 3 points of contention. You got A, B, and C. And if you're a longtime viewer of this channel, or just you watch this event exclusively or playing it, you will know that this event likes to fight over 1 point of contention. Now, last season, it used to be fighting over one of these points until the 25-minute mark, and now they're testing it for the second season. They did 30 minutes last week. This week, they're doing the 28-minute mark instead, and we're fighting over the B point for this round, considered to be the middle point of the map. CSA, though, is going to be able to get there first just because of their main spawns. Once we get to that 28-minute mark, the C point and the A point will open up. And so, conquest begins. You want to have capture those flagpoles because they deal a ticket drain on your opponent. Sorry, I guess it is 5th Minnesota. Apologies there. There is a 1st Minnesota, and I guess I got screwed up. So apologies to Colt and them. I guess I wasn't wrong at the beginning. But anyways, with that all being said, CSA is going to get that B point first, start to deal a ticket drain on the Union side. Union side is moving out. Looks like they're sending a majority of their forces into the open area here. It's a little surprising because sometimes Union likes to take out the CSA guns that are over here, but you also see a lot of the times Union like to push through this woods. You'll see CSA kind of doing the same thing, especially when you want to fight over this point. Because whenever you attack in this game, you probably want to have cover. And you can have cover in the woods, which you do have. Eagles Brigade and 6th Arkansas starting to shift through that woods. Again, you know, not a whole lot of Union are doing it, which is surprising. Most of the Union team is pushing out to this artillery. Now, defending the arty position. 7th LA, they were the ones skirmishing, now falling back. You got the 7th South Carolina guys here as well. But it's surprising to see Union make a move for this arty. Arty, that would have been, oh my goodness, come on, hit these shots, please. They're beautiful shots. Oh my. I don't think you could have better shots as artillery. Union's going to sweep through here. Brace the guns. That one missed too. 0 for 4. But here we go. Union going in.
Hold the line. Hold the line. Do not push out. Do not push out. Keep fighting. Keep fighting. All together. All together.
So Union's going to sweep through that pretty quickly. Now, CSA has gotten the initial point, and generally Union has 2 choices at this point. Also, good job on the flag bearer here. Port Statue 36 getting it out. Good flag discipline on his part. But Union has 2 choices at this point. They can either full send the point and try to get it, or sit and wait till the 28 mark before trying to fight for the other 2 points. They can do either or. When we get to the 28-minute mark, though, right, you can see there's barely been any combat, and the Union side is starting to drop in battle ready. The Union fighting in the woods are kind of keeping their distance, CSA shooting at them. But it's kind of a hard choice for Union. Personally, if I were Union, I would probably try to be aggressive if I could. Just because when we get to the 28-minute mark, the other 2 points will open up. CSA has control of the middle point right now. They'll have easy access to the A point. Maybe Union's going to go for A and C at the same time, but obviously that's risky because they're so far apart. So I feel like Union's got to put some aggression on the B point. If Union doesn't engage, though, the flag, the tickets lost from the flag being captured by the CSA, Union will be down like halfway or maybe even more, like 3/4 of the way through engaged by time the other 2 points open up. So I think they got to push the pace a little bit and not sit back. And I mean, obviously we see CSA's charging in the woods here. A and B out front, charging EB and 6 Arkansas.
Get on the fucking ground. Get on the ground, boy. There you go. Get down. Get you some of that action right there.
And they're easily going to be able to sweep through that because they outnumber. But, I mean, it's so unfortunate. Union may not realize, but CSA is, you know, they're not even close to the point. Union could probably go up and take it if they want. This event, the officers, they're not in a Steam chat, though. It's not like they can talk to each other live. They need to use their eyes and talk to each other in-game. So Union down a flag. They should be able to pick it up. Their main spawn over on the Nicodemus Hill. But it's still a little far away. Flags being very important because obviously you need to capture points with them. But on top of that, they act as a mobile respawn point. And on these big maps, you need those spawns.
We are better than artillery.
Yeah, we're with you over the top, fellas. Come on, boys.
And they're going to now charge out the Union Arty. The Union team looks like they are starting to make a move, but it's only one regiment. Looks like it's IVB circling around here. Again, they're pushing forward. I like the aggression. I think they need to do more of it, but they're kind of going in by themselves. Luckily for them, though, most of the CSA isn't here. Looking to probably defend this. You got TKO. And then further towards the B point, you got the 27th Virginia, part of Stonewall Brigade, starting to shift this way. Maybe seeing that IVB flag shift this way, but are they going to run around or go to the A point? Probably run around, and they will. It makes sense to go to the A and C point, but not yet. You got to wait till like the 30-minute mark to do that, like 1 or 2 minutes before then. But IVB is going to charge here on TKO, and looks like 5th Alabama's with them as well.
Officer in front, officer in front.
Damn, that's 30 yards?
Here they come.
Brace up, brace up, break up!
SB's coming. You can always hold back SB.
Brace, gentlemen, brace. Hold the line.
Hold the line. Color guard run. PK, hold the line.
And so IVB gets a good wipe there. 27th Virginia is now rolling up. They do very slightly outnumber IVB. But Union's now starting to make more of a push towards this B point. A and V is circling around. Starting to get into close-range shots with EB and Midwest Brigade.
Focus right oblique. They're on defense right. MWB right there.
Looks like CSA's got some buck and ball.
Oh, shit, I'm on load.
Those 42 shotguns. 42s, not 42 shotguns. They probably do have 42 people with shotguns, though. But A and V line starting to get reinforced by the Banners guys. Looks like we just have a shootout in the woods here. At least that gives Union a nice little path to the A point when we get to the 28-minute mark. Banners is going to charge in, actually.
Mission to kill Yankees.
I need you lads alive. We need these lads alive.
Come on, you Yankee sons of bitches. Come on.
And good charge here from Banners is going to be able to get that flag down for Union. And again, Union groups are leaving this artillery position of the CSA one at a time. And I don't get it. I do not get it. Looks like Union gunners have taken this position. Who's now going in by themselves? 65th Illinois heading that way.
Don't go and charge that. That takes much time. I'm going to
Looks like CSA charged the Union out. IVB getting their flag out. Good flag discipline there. A and V falling back as 65th pushes in. Maybe going to be able to get that flag. Good job, Longstreet, to get the flag out there. Again, his flag discipline's important. Like, again, maybe Union saw the point open. They sent one group up to try to do it, and then CSA popped out of the Hagerstown Turnpike, which looks like CSA, for the most part, have kind of abandoned that area. Why are they falling back so far? They just let 65th on the point. Union hits engaged. Looks like some CSA artillery guys charged up here, maybe tried to take the guns back. They're not winning that. They're not. But if 65th even gets a decap here for a minute or so, that's going to really help out their team with the ticket loss as well. So I'm shocked that CSA just kept running through. Maybe they didn't see the 65th behind them. It is a wide open field. No one's got glasses in this game. You can't see behind their head. But that's a decap. It'll stop the ticket bleeding for a moment. CSA is going to push back in, though. They will very easily get this point back and probably captured, moving back over here to engage. Eagles Brigade running back over. Meanwhile, got a couple of CSA guys here from 7th LA. I don't know why CSA is so heavily contesting their own Artie when their Artie missed those 4 great shots on the field earlier this round. Here we go. Union hit a good shot on point there. That's probably why they want to take it back, that gun position, but they need numbers. Union basically has their whole team here. And Union's going to get wiped here nonetheless. So, I mean, we'll see if Union pulls this off here. 2 minutes till the next couple of points. A and C can be captured, so presumably we'll see the team start shifting to the A and C point. CSA is going to have at least a clear route to the A point. Union, on the other hand, having a clear route to that C point in Miller's Cornfield, a cornfield like no other.
Well, those friendlies just shot our own flag.
And so we'll see what happens over here. Looks like the CSA gunner is about to be charged out by IVB and 3rd Usha guys. And so they'll take the guns back. So at the point of the 28-minute mark, when all the points open up, generally how you should play Conquest. Now, obviously, this is just a generalization. Anything can happen here on the ever-changing battlefield, and you have to respond accordingly. However, you want to send most of your team to fight over the middle point, which conveniently for us has been the B point. You keep a small group at your safe point, which for Union would be C, CSAA, in order to keep a couple guys there and defend the point. Because thirdly, you should send a small group to try to decap your opponent's safe point. Low risk in terms of ticket loss, but high reward if you can get that decap. That's why you need a group to stay back, just in case. Important role might not be the most interesting. But what is interesting is the combat that is occurring here on B. A and V and banners pushing up. Midwest is running around a slight defilade here, getting on the flank. Meanwhile, shooting in front is IVB and 8th Virginia. Midwest, though, good position on their part. And it looks like CSA is going to charge him out. I like the decision here. So good charge there. If you're ever surrounded being shot at, it's usually good to punch out, especially if they're that close to you. IVB, are they going to go in? Looks like they won't. Now they're starting to. CSA line here, though. A and V banners backing off. Again, slightly outnumbered. Good shot on the flag there. Looks like IVB is going to go in here. CSA reform, and they're going to brace.
Here we go. Come on, here we go.
14th Tennessee's here as well.
You don't kill Babyface! No! Oh, I'm sorry, I killed.
So IVB's going to win that charge there. Here come two more CSA guys, but that's a huge win there from IVB. I mean, that wiped a good amount of the CSA force near B. Union capturing the Miller's Cornfield. Simultaneously, CSA do get the A point at the Dunker Church. So IVB is going to start heading to the point. That's a huge couple of charges there. Midwest taking the brunt of it, but IVB came in reinforced in the nick of time and again won that charge. And now Union will be rewarded with that B point. But they are going to need some backup soon, just because they got a couple wipes. But, I mean, CSA's still got a good amount of forces there. They're going to move on the point. Looks like Eagles Brigade's going to answer that call and start heading towards the B point. 8th Virginia is volleying at some CSA who are doing exactly what was mentioned a moment ago. 7th LA and Caribbean Expeditionary Force with the swords of the Arty themselves are going to try and loop around and get this C point. 6th Arkansas. Again, not the most interesting job, but it is an important job to try and hold the point. Miller's Cornfield with the chaos of it. He should be alerting 6th Arkansas, his friendlies. How does he? He must not see these CSA guys. Oh, they do. I mean, from here, it's easy to see what's going on, but I mean, if you just get down here in the corn, you cannot see a couple corn things, stalks in front of you. It's difficult. CSA, really anyone, you need 3 guys to get the decap on the point. Looks like you got more Union heading towards the B point, which is good to see. So, again, you need 3 guys to decap a point. But good turnaround here from the Union side. You know, they played conservative. And my concern is, especially with I've seen this in the past, is that Union side will just go and take the Arty and then just sit there the whole round and barely send anyone out towards the B point. But Union now has a full force here. And you wonder how Union plays it, if maybe A and V and such hold that charge against IVB. But it's CSA's turn to respond. They got punched in the mouth a moment ago, and TKO's going to go in here. Couple kills there on that volley from Midwest Brigade. 8th Virginia here as well. CSA will drop into engage in a moment. And TKO only went in by themselves. They did not bring their flag forward with them. So they won't lose that. Eagles Brigade wants decoys dead. My game also wants to die, but it comes back to life here. And it looks like 5th Alabama guys are popping a couple shots with the TKO flag, and they're going to back off here. CSA's got to communicate and work together here. They do have more reinforcements rolling up from the A point direction. That being banners here sprinting down this way. Hopping over on this side, though, A and V and Stonewall Brigade are sitting here. So CSA's got the forces to engage the point. Looks like they might slightly outnumber the Union. At least it kind of looks like it. So they have numbers to do it. The CEF guys get the decap. 6th Arkansas is probably like, what the heck?
We're gonna keep going, boys. Fly, keep that thing up. Everybody else on me.
So that's huge. Again, that stops the ticket drain, and when you know the situation we're in, where Union has the ticket advantage right now, or the flag advantage, and CSA's up by a lot. CSA can kind of play a delaying game, you know, as long as they keep flags even, they're doing fine. Obviously, Union's going to get that point back in a second, the C point, with the 6th Arkansas retake. But, you know, every second can matter.
Hold your loads in WB.
So, I mean, CSA is just hunking loads. They have a... They have, what, 2/3 of a morale stage lead right now. They do have tickets to burn. So, it's not a concern for CSA right now to be fully trying to take the points. Now, obviously, if they could get a point back soon, that would be preferred if I were them. But, they have a little bit of a ticket lead. And they can, you know, avoid charging in for seconds. But obviously, you don't want to do it too long. Don't want Union to get the ticket evens back out or potentially get a lead. Because how Conquest ends is normally someone will hit last stand, and then if they get wiped at that point, because when you hit last stand, no more respawns for you. They'll lose that way. But if the game were to end right now, it would be a draw, because the morale stages determine if you win or not. If you're in the same morale stage, it doesn't matter that CSA's up by 2/3, 3/4 of the morale stage right now, it'd be a draw. But if Union, let's say, hit their next stage of taking losses right now, CSA still engaged, and the round ended, then CSA would win because they're in a higher morale stage. So PA&V shifts further down to the north. Stonewall Brigades to their right. The CSA, who are on the right side of this B point, TKO and 5th Alabama skirmishing from the CSA spawn on Hagerstown, and the banners is shifting around to where A&V is at. It looks like A&V is going to be the first one to go here. Not a surprise whatsoever. Union shifting off here a little. IVB.
They're charging.
Charging. They're charging on the left.
They're going to get a couple shots. I don't think it was intended for A&V, but A&V now going in a little spread out and a little outnumbered.
Let's get in there.
Melee, go. Melee, we're melee. Why you still loading? I guess you're on. I want to both.
And IVB has a chance to maybe get a flag down here. Good job, Jigsaw, to run it out as soon as he saw it. But here come the banners.
Fucking ball right in the face. Fucking ball. Counter charge, banners.
And even though IVB wins the charge earlier, banners rush in to reinforce A&V, and they're going to save the day. Potentially, probably now getting a Union flag down. Stonewall Brigade charged in there as well. Nicely done on that front. Union now rushing over, I think trying to help 8th Virginia, but they're way too late now as CSA collapse in from both sides now on the B point. CSA should be able to win this point back here. Meanwhile, Midwest Brigade, 1st LEB guys are just popping shots from a distance. So good push from CSA there. A good portion of the time they're sticking together. Looks like you got a little bit of charging happening here, so CEF guys won't be able to get the point, but
Charge! Don't let them get that flag up this close.
so 6 Arkansas will get a couple kills. Where'd TKO and 5th Alabama go? They must have got wiped on the point. You can see at least a little bit of that jelly on the ground with Union already hitting good shots. I mean, that's for this map especially, that's probably why Union likes to charge that already out. It's a great spot to look B from, and I mean, Union still has the point, which is kind of wild to think about with the CSA having their numbers. CSA is not going to have too long before those Union main spawns do get back here, but at least CSA is concentrated. Wow. I mean, that's the thing with Artie in the Conquest mode is that, you know, the huge maps, as we saw earlier in the match, can not always be the most accurate thing, but when you have one point to always aim at, you should hit it, and hitting it they are. But Union will hit taking losses. CSA is shortly following. And the surprising thing is Union, well, speaking of which, Union's about to get a 2 flagpole lead. They'll do 2 flagpoles worth of damage on the CSA if that happens, which it looks like it will. A couple of these 2nd Texas guys here, we've seen them in previous weeks doing this as well, which, again, right, it's a low risk. You're only sending a couple guys that can die out of line, which sure, you'll lose those tickets, but it's a high reward in that you could get the decap. 65th Illinois moving over as well. So Union sends some guys out, get that cap going. CSA sitting, shooting by B, but CSA, I mean, they did push for. I'm surprised they didn't push more guys towards the B point. I mean, we saw TK on 5th Alabama go, but you got to go in at some point if you're CSA. It's not like you're going to decap C anytime soon. And the thing is, with an event like this as well, if Union gets a decap at A and CSA doesn't have anyone assigned back there, multiple groups could head back in an overreaction. Union had 6 Arkansas assigned to that C point, so when it was decap, you saw none of the Union guys pull over there. Now, maybe if it was down for a while, they would do that, but 6 Arkansas recapped it quickly. Now you got movement here from CSA. A&V banners, Stonewall Brigade running out. A couple of these Stonewall Brigade guys are going to get close and let it rip. Union already, you got to hit these shots. There you go. And that's a huge decap there from the 2nd Texas and 65th Illinois guys. Quick response here from 7th LA. They're going to get to the point. But CSA is getting completely shot down here. Well done by the Union side here. CSA nonetheless maybe should be able to get a decap. 5th Minnesota guys are charging out. Union already hits another good shot. Another good shot. There is a CSA Artyman though. William Mann trying to go in to be the hero for his team. Monkey's going to get on the point, though. Start the decap. Shots fired. Another Arty shot. Monkey lives, but is off the point. Joe Diver will start. Body being blocked, but the Arty shot will not be blocked by the body. Oh my. One man left with the flag, the Fiddler. Running to where his friendlies just were, but Union got a wipe. He's dodging shots miraculously, though. IVB needs to hit. There we go.
There we go.
Exactly, long straight. Ah, there's the 1st Minnesota. All right. So CSA now down 2 flags on the point. Union running back in to get a cap. You do have TKO charging in here very late. CSA down half morale stage. It's been over a morale stage unanswered here by the CSA side. A morale stage swing, too. In favor of the Union side.
Hey, fuck! I will kill you! Moron! I will punch you! Fuck it!
Those are die, Confederates.
Wow. What a turnaround. You know, it's very difficult for Union. You know, they were down, what was it, like 2/3 of morale stage, 3/4 of a stage, and then turning it around like they have is very, very impressive. Because, I mean, they were in a good amount of a deficit, and they brought it back. They brought it back. Huge props to Union. Now CSA's down again. It looks like 3 flags, sorry. Those flags, they got a 5-minute despawn timer on it, so after 5 minutes of when it's dropped, it'll despawn. And CSA can get it back at this point. Obviously, they can run over and pick it up, but, I mean, CSA is going to be in breaking by that point, almost down a whole morale stage.
Cutting that grass if you're not ranged for 200.
Do they not notice the 65th Illinois to their right?
I got it.
Do they not see him right there?
Ah, man.
Right face, independent.
There we go. It took a while. I was like, hello, Artie.
No, we're not.
Wow. Now Union's holding a forward defense position here. CSA do have some guys holding here on the point to prevent a capture, that being the 5th Alabama. And you still have the Union guys out and about. 2nd Texas guys doing that very well. CSA main wave, though, is trying to take their Arty back. I guess them trying to take it back earlier was a good idea, but they did not have numbers. They do now. Without flag, so if they die, they have to spawn back at their main. But here we go.
Eat and kill, brothers!
Alright, there we go. We're gonna
Right through!
Fuck you, last time we shoot that cannon.
got him.
Die. You're trash.
There you go, Colt.
You're
That's
trash.
Thank
you for your flag. We appreciate that.
So they get a sweep there. Flag going down for Union, which CSA kind of needs at this point. The next couple minutes are going to be huge for CSA, how they want to play this match. Because they're about to hit breaking, and then they only have one morale stage before they drop down to last stand. 2nd Texas starting to go in. You do have a good amount of CSA heading this way. TKO is trying to go a long way around. It's the unfortunate part for CSA. But CSA win the charge on the Arty, and they're already starting to move. When you're attacking or just moving or doing anything in this game, you can't. You got to move quick because the other team will respond. And here comes that response from the Union side, charging straight in. Midwest trying to reinforce their friendlies. And here we go. Nice Arty shot, knocking down a lot.
Fucking ball over the top of our down boys. Counter charge, counter
And that's going to let Midwest get a couple more kills, which is huge. That might have been a team kill there, but we won't talk about that. Union get the decap at A, 2 flags down, 2 flags of damage being dealt, and Union will charge in here and sweep. And so that was IVB reinforcing in there. So, I mean, CSA is kind of, you know, they've been playing the game kind of together, but Union as a team has been operating really well, especially since all the points opened up. I mean, Union hasn't had to do a whole lot since retaking, or since taking that B point back, and it looks like they're going to charge through, pick up that flag, and retake this position. There's a decap at Union safe point in the middle of Scornfield.
Kill them. Kill them all. Kill them all. Look out,
Wait, hold on.
So Union wins there. B point is pretty much empty, but CSA did get that C point. So instead of being 2 flags down, they're 1. EIB, the other half of EIB, the Zarvona Zuov's doing what the 2nd Texas for the Union's doing there. So it's good to see each side doing that at least. And I want to check this. Union's up by 16. That would also maybe seem why, you know, Union's dominating. I mean, they have 6 more guys on artillery right now. It's 17-man Imbalance initially, so 11-man infantry-wise. But obviously, these CSA Arty men haven't had a whole lot to do this whole time. So that would maybe explain why Union's done better. 15-man Imbalance. It's kind of at that point where it's too much to overcome. Obviously, only 11-man infantry in balance, but, I mean, Union Arty has been doing a lot of good tonight for their team, especially holding on the point. So,
Wow, good job. Wow. Oh.
it doesn't change the fact that Union's been, you know, just playing a good game. CSA has been doing I would say they've been playing well, I guess. I mean, the big thing is that they had groups trying to retake their Arty for most of the game. They've been failing because they're just simply outnumbered, and then the rest of the CSA team tries to go in. But when CSA splitting themselves up, when down by a lot of numbers, it can be very difficult at times to win those charges, especially with Union, who's acting much more as a blob. So CSA were able to retake the A point at Dunkers. 6 Arkansas is going in to retake the C point. But with 8.5 minutes left, Union's almost up by a whole morale stage right now. And the only shot that the CSA has at winning is by making this, not even winning, it's just making this a draw. But the thing is that they're going to hit last stand.
It seems that the dastardly Confederates have put down a large amount of fly paper, and an entire Union regiment has been caught and cannot move.
No!
Get up there, MWB. Get up there. Quick, quick.
Not the Buzzy B Battalion.
Truly concerning.
It was the Buzzy B Battalion?
It may have been the Buzzy Bee Battalion. It may also have been the Fuzzy Flies. I'm unsure at
The
this time.
Fuzzy Flies too! Not both of us! Not all of us!
You must be strong in this time. You need to show strength.
Battle and
You need
Eagle
to set
killed
an
my dog,
example.
by the way. You know, Battle and Eagle killed my dog. Did he kill your dog too?
Battle and Eagle killed your dog?
Yeah, he killed your dog too.
Killed my oh shit, I just
Battle and
noticed he
Eagle
killed my dog.
Battle and Eagle killed our dogs.
For God's sakes, Battle and Eagle.
Yeah, Battle and fucking Eagle.
Battle and Eagle
there's a big line going
will be cursed for what he's done.
Anyways, CSA looks like they've kind of given up on the B point, which is understandable. Union forming a big L here. looks like they're going to make a push for A with some groups, which is not a bad idea. Or sorry, the C point. Flipping them around here. A and V heading there with 14th Tennessee and Banners as well. It looks like actually Banners is over here heading that way. And then skirmishing from a very long distance to 7th South Carolina. I don't know. I guess there's some Union guys here. Didn't even see them. Look at that. First U.S. sharpshooters. But, I mean, yeah. The only shot CSA has is by not... And they can either force... I mean, CSA is probably going to hit last stand. Just because they're down a flag right now. Obviously, that could change with CSA pushing with a larger force. Defending is 65th Illinois. Some 14th Indiana guys. But even if CSA gets a flag up, they'll hit Union into breaking. But it's more of a question, is CSA going to avoid last stand? Probably unlikely. And then on top of that, well, can they force the Union down to last stand? So, large CSA force getting that decap. Union's grouped up near the C point here. 6 Arkansas is going to go in while the rest of these Union guys here are just sitting back. Why are they not going in together?
Body block.
Farmland, on west side.
Oh my god, there's something! This way!
That looks like you got stopped, boy.
Race left.
CSA need to keep that cap going. They can't... Well, I granted they're in a charge, which is fair. But time is of the essence right now. There is no time for that.
These guns! Look at them! Look at them run!
So, Union will hit breaking. CSA, a 4th of morale stage to last stand. So CSA will get that C point. Starting to deal a ticket drain. Oh, where's the comment? Oh, I can't find it. Oh well. I made a comment about Meat Cutter either having nice neighbors or being in the house, but he was like, I'm in a desert in the middle of nowhere, like a desert trailer or something like that. Anyways, a big charge.
Come at me, motherfucker.
Why is this happening to...
There we go. Good shit, Lee.
Sorry,
Go home, Yankee.
What
Go
are you
home.
doing? Go home!
Hey, G.I. go home.
Go home, Yankee. I got
Get
your
him
rear,
forced in the
Billy.
stand, baby.
Oh my God. Someone called that a war crime. I call it a fun time.
Son of a bitch.
Protect me, Lee.
Get stabbed, Billy. Get stabbed. Oh my God, he's dead too.
So Union's just bonsaiing in at this point. Union hits breaking. CSA's not going to be able to get Union down the last stand in 3.5 minutes unless Union just keeps F9ing. CSA, they've got to capture all the points if they want a shot, because that would stop the flag timer, a counterattack would start, and CSA would be dealing 3 flags pulls worth. It's the only shot CSA has. Nice barrage. I had a team killed, but who cares?
Kill him, boys. Kill him.
You suck. You suck. You are a terrible
But yeah, Unions just need to hit CSA down the last stand, and they'll for sure get a win today. If CSA somehow avoids hitting last stand in the next 3 minutes, I'll be impressed. But with the charging happening here, unlikely.
Go home, Yankee. What are you doing, Billy? What are you doing up on my artillery hill? Get bonked. Oh, there's more coming in.
So Union just trickling guys in here. I don't know what Union's fouling at back there. There is a couple Union guys over here. 2.5 minutes.
Get up on the line.
CSA, they just, you know, CSA just needs to hide for 2 minutes. Union's, I mean, it's rough because CSA has to hold the C point for the rest of this time. If Union captures it at any point, then the Union will force CSA in the last stand, but they have a square here, kind of.
Banner, shift right on. Let's go.
That square is collapsing, though. I don't know why Union's just sitting back. They just need to go in. Get into last stand like these guys are doing over here. Again, trickling in bad for tickets. Like Union's dropped a fourth of a stage in this past couple of minutes. But again, you need to get kills if you're Union.
Yeah, that's.
Here they come right.
Hey, we're going left.
Hold.
They're charging pieces.
Why is Union just sitting back? If Union does not hit CSA in the last stand, that's going to be absurd.
That's right, Dinner. Get him, Dinner. That's right, Dinner. That's right. Propaganda, man.
5th Minnesota tried and they died. If CSA doesn't hit last stand, Union just needs a bonsai charge. Eagles Brigade, IVB doing exactly that. They should hopefully do it if you're Union. CSA guys can't be running forward like this and dying out of line. There they go. You can't be doing that if you're CSA at that moment. But Union charging in now and they will win the match. So, really good first round here. CSA had the jump at the start, but Union getting a little bit of a numbers advantage here. And they played together for the most part, especially going in on that B point. Really well fought on their part there. CSA, I mean, it can be very difficult fighting outnumbered. Some could say impossible. Not always impossible, but when CSA is playing a split game and so is Union, Union's got more numbers than you. It's going to be very difficult to overcome that. CSA had some good pushes and they had a window there at the B point, but Union artillery really hit a lot of good shots on that B point, and that really made it difficult for CSA on the point, and it prevented them all from getting there. But at the end, right, sure, CSA would have probably hit last stand regardless on that charge, but when tickets matter, you can't be running out to... Like, if the enemy's about to charge you, just hold your line. Don't run out like that and die in skirmishing out of line. Because, you know, tickets matter. I mean, if CSA takes not as many out of lines, potentially it's a draw. But anyways, a good first round. They're doing pick a patrol after this, apparently. Which you can't spectate that. I'll tell you about it, though, when we see you in the second round. And here we are with the second round. So they normally do a pick a patrol after the match is played if it's a 1-1 tie, but they were testing pick a patrol in the middle of the round, which I don't get, but that's why I'm just here spectating and not involved with the campaign at all. Anyways, like I said before, it's testing. CSA dominated. They balanced things out. I did not see who they balanced over, but speaking of those numbers right now, it's 261 total. CSA right now up by what looks like 9. Looks like 8th Virginia balanced over from the Union side to CSA, so appreciate the help with that. No artillery on this set, so our imbalance right now of 12 in favor of CSA is our infantry imbalance. So South Woodlot, it's a heavily CSA biased map, probably one of the most biased drill camp maps. It's Eastwoods, but a lot more spread out of a woods, but same result. To compensate for this, the developers a couple months ago gave the defenders a whopping 3% increase in tickets. I know it's so much. It's not at all, at least compared to the other maps. A lot of the other maps got a 7.5% increase for the defenders, but this map only got 3%. It's really confusing. So regardless of all that, though, Union have the point over here. Their job is to simply just hold off the CSA the best they can, keep distance. Good part for Union is there's a lot of elevation changes. Not huge elevation changes, but enough where they can hold behind in defilade. So it's kind of neat. It would be cool if there weren't any trees, just at least being able to see all the hills and stuff. But TKO's getting aggressive already on this Union right. Union weapons, they have the 20th New York with the Mississippi and the 14th Indiana with the Springfield 61. CSA, on the other hand, they have the 2nd Minnesota with the Enfield with the Springfield 42 and 18th Minnesota with the Enfield, Springfield 55, or the 42. So the whole CSA team has shotguns. Union doesn't. They're fighting in the woods. This is a casualty fest that's really going to favor CSA side here. So moving up with TKO, looks like we got 8th Virginia. I think I saw 6th Arkansas and 5th Alabama. They're starting to hit on this Union right, which is comprised of the 6th Arkansas, 65th Illinois, holding really far back is 5th Minnesota. And then more towards the center, you have IVB starting to get flanking shots with 65th and 3rd USHA. Meanwhile, Union left, you got 1st Minnesota, Midwest, getting shot at point blank. You can kind of see those bucking ball shots going out. PA and V shooting it out that way. Meanwhile, you got Banners and Stonewall Brigade slowly collapsing in. 1st U.S. Sharps, look to your left.
What the hell are you all doing?
Better not blink it. You got caught slipping.
Up the hill. Come on.
Charge the hill, charge the hill.
So CSA, just zooming out here, you could kind of tell beforehand, but they have surrounded the Union team. Union's starting to get balled up. And with that buck and ball, CSA can do some damage.
Come on.
Left prong does not appear to have been successful.
I'm gonna push that. I'm gonna message those guys.
Howdy! Yes, scouting!
There's nobody more
So,
disciplined than us.
shootout has commenced for CSA. Union's getting a little aggressive. EB is charging A and V's right. Using those death blades as cover. And A and V sees them.
Reform, independent far north. Independent far north.
Got him down, got him down.
Okay, you do not want this smoke, I promise you. You do not want this smoke.
Bill, it's like a Mississippi
You
Mac or
don't
something.
want this smoke. You don't want it. You don't want it.
And A and V will like that. Again, a Union group going in on their own like that. It's going to be very difficult. Maybe they thought there wasn't a lot of CSA. It can be hard to see what's going on sometimes in the woods here. Even though it's a little more spread out. There's a lot of stuff happening. But the shootout is at least a consistency. I mean, this is just a rough map for Union. The issue is, right, is Union's going to start getting down on tickets. You can already see they've started to fall through the battle-ready stage. And so there's a way Union can regain tickets, and that's by letting CSA early cap the point. If they capture before the Union hits breaking, they have to hold it for a certain amount of time. But 8th Virginia TKO is charging on this Union right. Looks like they wiped through a smaller Union force. And where they're going to go left or right. They have a choice. Looks like they're going to start shooting behind. Some are going to charge on this Union right. Very spread out. But they've kind of balled themselves up here. CSA getting close on that side. Here's some charges.
Incoming.
Hey, come boys, come brace. Hey, you're by yourself, dog.
Don't break.
But they will briefly kind of hold that. Meanwhile, cutting it to the center, CSA is just slowly moving in. That's the thing, right? CSA can early capture the point. If they early cap it before Union hits breaking, they have to hold it for a certain amount of time to win. Now, Union will have a chance to retake the point during that time limit. CSA can outright hold for the rest of the match and win, but if Union retakes and they're down on tickets, which, I mean, barely any fighting outside of maybe a charge, a tiny charge or two, but Union's already down half morale, so they're down tickets. If CSA caps the point and Union somehow retakes the point, they will go up to the percentage of tickets that CSA is at. So if CSA, if they early cap the point right now and Union instantly retook it, Union would regain a 4th of a morale stage, and the bars would be even. But, again, issue for Union side, right, is CSA's got shotguns. Union side, they have Mississippis, which are really good at shooting. They're really short, though. So, they're not great at melee. So this Union center is slowly getting chowed down. EIB guys pushing in. CSA collapsing further on this Union left. 3rd USHA's getting out of dodge as PA and V pushes forward there. Union line is shifting, and they have basically, essentially outside of the Union group in the center, have pulled off the point.
Independent fire.
Get her loads.
Okay. Yes. Northwest by north, guys. They're on those rocks.
Yep.
They are
Push to the woods to the right and push them out of those rocks. They cannot stay on those rocks.
What if I missed them? Shoot that flag. Shoot the fucking flag. Break loads on Jordan. Break loads to the right.
Head north.
So, this is just, it's it's not as bad as Eastwood's in terms of bias towards the attacker side, but CSA really has to play bad. And I mean, they're up, at least based on what we saw at the beginning. I mean, they're up right now by 13 guys right now. And there really should be no reason why CSA loses this. This match won't be even close. It's a really unfortunate pull for the Union side. Now, at least for them, this is not a campaign, but... I mean, it is a campaign, but we are not actively in a season. All testing going on right now. And CSA is getting in here, that being Banners and 7th LA. IVB, EB trying to hold. EB hitting at the right time to help Union out there. As CSA goes in a hair spread out, but Union numbers win this day. And that's how Union's going to have to win this game if they want a shot at it, is they need to stick together. They need to defeat the CSA in detail. CSA just can't spread out too much, and here comes some more CSA charging in.
Go for that flag! Go for that flag! Go for the flag!
And you hear TKO there, decoys there. They get a wipe with 8th Virginia. Some 5th Alabama guys there as well. 60. See, this is what you can't do if you're Union. You can't go in on your own. And CSA, after wiping that flag, and Union is going to keep pushing forward. You can't blame them. So Union will eventually hold as the CSA push kind of trickles out. Killer is running forward, though, on his own. Well, he might have been out of pistol bullets. We'll see officers do that every once in a while. You can't reload in this game. Well, at least you can reload in the 1776 event. You can't reload right now in the Civil War mode. You get your 6 shots, 9 if it's Lamat. And then no more reloads for you. So CSA is essentially taking control of the point. They're actually really pushing out of this right side, A and V and SB, 14th Tennessee. Looks like they got a Union flag down for a moment, and Union's just in a really rough spot.
Okay,
As they hit engage, CSA still kind of close on tickets despite, but they're in a lead. That's all they kind of need. So if CSA early caps right now, which it looks like they intend to do that. EIB guys on the point. I guess they weren't on the point, even though I don't know how they aren't. I guess one of those guys was maybe edging it. So if they did early cap, they'd have to hold for 12 minutes to win. Which you do see a good amount of times on this map. Again, it's very difficult for Union to kind of mount an offensive against a concentrated CSA force just because CSA has that better weaponry. Shotguns in the woods. It could be crazy.
Best you can. Let the cab take the shots.
But they will cap in the end. I don't know if 7th LA guys move through the point or not. But counterattack begins. Black timer stops. Gold timer begins. 12 minutes on the clock. Union has that long to retake. CSA, if they hold for all of it, they win. Now, Union has a chance to regain not a whole lot of tickets because they're not down surprisingly by a whole lot. But, you know, any ticket amount for the Union side, I'm sure will be appreciated. So 14th Tennessee and SB gets a little bit of a wipe there. The last Union defense here is kind of bottled up in the center here. Zooming out, Union main spawn is in an open field. And this whole mess of trees here. They're all starting to push back out with one of those flags down. Some CSA charging in. Banners, guys. Killer as well. So CSA will drop to engaged.
Come here, bitch.
27th to the south.
And so Union's making moves, but they're making moves very spread out. And that's just going to make communication difficult. But it looks like you do have some Union slowly starting to push towards point here. IVB, we're going...
We got friendlies moving
I can't tell where they're going, but they're stopping. They see CSA. Who's going to shoot first?
East.
Bucking Ball gets a couple kills there. And Union is at least just sitting back and shooting. They have time, but if you're not that... The thing is as a defender, right, your goal is to get that clock down to 0. And right now that clock is not ticking down. Now time, I don't think really matters on this map just because of how much damage the CSA can do with their shotguns. But if you're a defender, right, you want to be in a high of a morale stage as possible. And right now CSA is losing more and more tickets. So when if the Union does retake the point and regains tickets, you want to regain up to the highest potential morale stage spot possible. So if you're Union, you need to be going for this point as soon as possible. One, to keep the black timer ticking down, but you want to regain as many tickets as possible and be in as of a high of a morale stage as you can. So, and obviously it's going to be difficult, right? We've talked about the disadvantage a couple times already, but the Union's so spread out right now. You're not going to be able to make a good attempt on the point because you're spread out. Now, obviously, CSA is very spread out as well. Looks like they're starting to maybe collapse in the CSA left to kind of fuse up with the center. But the only shot Union has is by going in together and outnumbering the CSA, defeating in detail.
We're moving. Let's go. Let's go.
And so it looks like they're going to go in now 3 minutes into our counterattack. I assume that's what that means. Midwest on the left, 5th Minnesota on the left. Eagles Brigade and IVB holding back. But here we go.
Get in there, get in there.
Keep moving on me, keep moving on me. Company, independent fire, crouch reload, independent fire. Get on these rocks, get on these rocks.
Take the rocks, take the rocks, take the rocks.
And that's a CSA flag down. That's a huge start there for Union. Good charge by Midwest and 5th Minnesota. Eagles Brigade and Irish Volunteer Brigade now pushing up to reinforce, and looks like they're going to continue pushing to the point. CSA side has to condense. I mean, they just lost a flag. Swinging around, though, the CSA right. You got the 6th Arkansas hitting Banner's guys right now. But it'll provide a distraction that'll let the main Union line here kind of collapse in. CSA countercharging this, though. Looks like they might have wiped the Eagles Brigade there.
Full send, full send.
Yeah, you better run, boy. You better run, boy. Come here. Give me that pistol.
Get that flag.
So CSA winning back where the Union won initially, but it looks like some of these Union guys swung around. You have 5th Minnesota kind of charging behind. They do get a CSA flag down, but CSA's got enough numbers to recover. That's IVB who swung around. And they're going to collapse into, I think, a more concentrated CSA force. At least, Union's slightly outnumbered.
Race, race.
You're just paranoid. There's
About
nobody
face.
back here. Nobody back here.
Coming in, boys, east. Brace east.
Keep the flag.
Brace.
Get that flag up. Flag down.
Race.
But it does look like IVB hits right as the CSA line's reloading. They get a good couple of kills. Is it enough?
Brace right.
They are starting to take the point back here. 3rd Usher guys moving in as well. You do have a CSA group here that we got a couple flags. Could turn around, and it looks like they will end up taking the point back there in the end. More CSA reinforcements, and TKO and 8th Virginia running up to assist as well. The only Union group to still be alive on the field is the 1st Minnesota, who's just shooting it out with the 5th Alabama. No flag there, but Union gets completely pushed back. And the Union, you know, they're mostly grouped up now. They've got time for, depending on how long they wait here, they have time for 1, maybe 2 more good charges at the point. And
Boys, double quick.
they are down by a good amount
Let's go.
on tickets. But again, if they retake, they can regain those tickets. So Union maybe still has a chance here, but probably not. But but you know, at least they can try, and they're splitting apart again. Now, obviously, you're not going to know where all your friendlies are. Groups are getting wiped at different times, spawning back at main, and that's kind of letting Union be spread out here. But You know, it's not as easy as it may seem. Because if your team gets wiped and you still see your friendlies alive, when you're dead, you can see a mini-map where your friendly lines are at. So you can know if your friendlies are alive. It's like you don't want to spawn at main and just sit there and wait, expecting them to die. And then you waste time sitting back at main while your friendlies could be winning. Or if you push forward and your friendlies respawn, you get this where Union is kind of spread out here. But for the most part, Union's kind of condensing here in the center. 5th Minnesota is starting to push forward here and getting the post shots with A and V.
Keep firing, boys. Keep firing.
And A and V will charge in, but you got more Union reinforcements.
You son of a bitch! Don't stand there.
No, no,
Don't
no,
stand. Don't stand so close to me.
Union groups are trickling in right now.
Race left. Yeah. Race right. Get in.
Don't stand by, boy. No, don't do that.
All the way in. Kill all these grays. Get that.
So, IVB and Stonewall Brigade, oh my goodness, never mind, Stonewall Brigade's on the other side of the team. They're tangoing with each other, Stonewall Brigade and IVB. Stonewall Brigade get an edge there. Union, though, did not go in together. That's why this charge here is so prolonged, 4 minutes left.
Kill that fuck. Oh, it's bleak.
Now you got Union charging the point, 1 CSA flag down.
Yankee death. Total Yankee death. Total Yankee death.
Got him.
You Yankees gonna die.
I'm gonna fucking ruin you, stupid fucking Yankee.
Now more Union are pouring in. This has to be the last of the Union. Union is keeping their flags up, which is, you know, letting them get their respawns here, which is, you know, huge in its own right. A good amount of Union spawning at main, starting to trickle forward here. CSA also have that at the same time. 3 minutes left on the clock. Union looks like they have numbers for the moment. Surprising turn of events.
Come on.
Charge again, right here, charge again! Come here, Fly, come here! Yes!
Melee, melee, melee! Don't fix bayonets! Fuck!
Wow. Union's down half a morale stage. They got 2.5 minutes. They have a window here. 5th Minnesota going in. With some 65th guys.
Get it, fucking Yankee! You son of a bitch!
Here comes some more Union trickling in. And Union's going to start winning the point back. Wow.
Get your bayonet on. Get your bayonet on, bitch.
Oh, damn it.
Well, good on Union for proving me wrong. I guess, wow. Union, at least it looked like they were charging in a little spread out and trickling in, but I guess it did the trick. You do have CSA main spawn starting to roll up. CSA main spawn a little further, and I mean, CSA started spawning there. We saw a couple down flags here and there, which is probably why guys spawn main, and Union keeping their flags up were starting to overwhelm CSA. But CSA main spawns are getting back in. Union kind of capping this a little slow.
Go back to drilling! Y'all are terrible! Go drill! Oh my god, go
So
drill!
Union groups that push out try to get those flags go down. CSA needs to charge. One, because if they win, that's huge. But more importantly, like, if Union retakes, they're going to regain like over half morale stage in tickets. You might as well lose a bunch of tickets so Union can't regain as many. You're going to be even anyways.
When you were alive 2 seconds ago, you too. I like your mustache.
Charge!
Counter charge!
How many of you want to die here?
Counter charge, boys. Push, push, push.
Keep going, keep going.
Get into him. Go, go, go.
Get into him! Get into him! Charge! Charge!
So So Union will retake. They regain about a third of a morale stage and tickets. CSA just can't lose these flags. One goes down. And Union going to keep charging through here.
Oh, I'm out of stamina. I'm out of stamina.
So one CSA flag is down. CSA, the few that are still up here, are going to get wiped, and CSA will pull back to reform. So black timer continues, 30 minutes, a long time for the CSA side to form up and kind of do what they want, but huge props on Union there. Good flag. The flags are huge. Union kept those flags alive and well, and they were able to out-respawn CSA eventually, take the point back. Tickets evened out again, and Union has a chance at redemption, which is why your next spectating event is going to be starting to play Red Dead Redemption 2. I just finished my playthrough of it like 2 weeks ago. What a game. What a game. Debated if I wanted to 100% the game, but that's probably not a good use of time. I mean, it'd be cool to say I did it, but that's a long time. I got a bunch of other single-player games to grind out, too. Many, many ones. Got Elden Ring. I really suck at those. I've never really played those like Dark Souls type of games, unless you consider Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, which is not even close. But
I like the way this.
so CSA at this point can play the game exactly how they did at the beginning, right? When Union hits breaking, they can capture the point and win automatically. Union's going to be forced to stay near the point because of that. Especially, I mean, even now, they're fourth of morale stage away from breaking. And so, Union's going to have to somewhat be near the point. Now, CSA can kind of encircle the Union if they want and just close in, slowly shooting at buck and ball from all directions. They can play it that way if they want. If they want to charge in right away, they can. You know, you would think, theory-wise, as long as they have their flags, and if we look at the balance here, I mean, CSA's up by 17. There really should be no reason why this Union was able to take that point back, which is why it's even more impressive that they did. However, we'll see what happens, see how CSA wants to play this. If CSA does decide to spread out and shoot into the Union, the nice part about War of Rights is obviously we know the imbalance, but anyone in this game can hold down tab and see this screen. But even though there's a 17-man infantry imbalance, if your opponent is surrounding you in this game, even if you're outnumbered, if your opponent is surrounding you, that means, especially when your whole team is clumped up together, that means that they're very thinly spread out across that whole periphery where they're shooting you. If your team is blobbed up and you charge one of the extremes of those sides, you'll probably outnumber and have a chance to defeat them in detail, and it forces the other team to make a good reaction. So, you do have 3rd Usha moving out to try to get some shots. They can't hold here for long with CSA pushing up. Again, it's fine to skirmish like this, but when you see CSA rolling up, you need to be gone 30 seconds ago, because these are just unnecessary tickets that Union can't lose right now. I mean, skirmishing and out-of-line deaths are going to hurt you a lot. And sure, one individual out-of-line or skirmishing death might not hurt you, but when they all start to add up, it can be a lot. So, CSA, TKO pushing on that left. You also have some skirmishing happening on this CSA right. But the center, in the center, they will break. 14th Tennessee, A and V pushing forward. They need to pick that flag up before it despawns. It is very close to despawning.
Right behind that fucking rock. Shoot.
Oh no, Zach.
And then they'll get it back up.
But we can still win if we do this. Ow, gosh.
Rifles hot, barrels hot. Shoot him in the breaking. Oh shit! Take cover.
They're to our northeast.
You hug the rock.
So, Union actually having a slight ticket lead right now. Who is all the way over here? EIB, guys, again, they need to be gone 30 seconds ago.
Don't run, you'll ruin these Yankees. Ruin these pussies.
But, I mean, they are keeping a size... Well, not... I mean, that's not too large, but, you know, they're keeping troops away. I don't understand. I mean, CSA is really spread out. I don't know why there are guys so far back, too, when CSA has guys so far forward. I don't know why they're not just joining up with them. I mean, sure, I guess there's trees up here, too, that you can use as cover. This flag is still not gotten back to the line. CSA is really spread out right now. There should be no reason why this match is this close right now. And the fact that Union is ahead speaks volumes.
This is my rock.
But, I mean, still a lot of match left. As an attackers, you can be down on tickets and still be fine.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
And now 5th Alabama rushing in. You do have CSA charging in on their left side as well. Must have been a time thing, but we'll see how it goes. Union and CSA both going to hit braking here.
No, dodge it. Come on, you southern bunch of trash. You ain't got nothing.
So CSA getting a little edge here. More charging starting to occur in the center.
You're on the right.
On the right, pull back.
Oh, they got him! They got him! If we can, we win!
Keep up the charge, 7.
Stay left. Stay left.
If we cap, we win! Kill them all!
Stop and shoot. If you're a lady,
So CSA is starting to take the edge. Union collapsing in, trying to hold.
Come on, kill him!
A lot of sporadic charging going on here. Union does have a last little hurrah of force here. 6 Arkansas charging in the rear, getting a flag down. Nice little charge from them. Again, these flags are huge.
Keep going.
But is it enough? I don't know.
Here they come, boys.
Northeast.
Oh, you're all by yourself.
Rally on this rock.
You're gonna die alone.
Northeast.
Is that it?
They're pushing up! They're pushing up!
Looks like that's going to be our round here.
Corn Pop, get this guy.
Real close. Southwest.
They're behind this tree.
Oh, they're
Here.
charging.
Kill them! Kill them!
It's my flag now.
I got it!
So CSA will get a win here. Oh, they should. But Union main spawns get here. IVB rushing in. I don't think it's enough, though. The fact that Union is up on tickets right now speaks volumes. Wow. I mean, end of the match, Imbalance is 17. The fact that the Union side is up on tickets is insane. That should not happen on a map like that. CSA really mishandled the end of that counterattack. Especially, I just don't know how they get overwhelmed like that. They have better weaponry. You're outnumbered by more than 15. That's enough where it's too much on these numbers. That's insane. Which, you know, interesting fight. CSA get the win in the end. And in the end, right? That's all that matters is getting the win. But anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you want to support the channel more, go beneath the video, hit the join button. By doing so, you can get a live stream of all the broadcasts we do with no ads. You can advertise your regiment in the bottom of our videos and get an additional broadcast per week. If you're playing in this match and you uploaded your footage or live streamed it, send me a link and I'll put that in the pinned comment of the video. Also have our Discord and Clips channel in the description as well. But with that all being said, I hope you all enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a wonderful rest of your night.